Hey there, we're trying to drag our holiday out as far as we can. Hey there, this is Tom with Tom's Tech Show, and Mrs. Tech Show sent me a link to this thing we had no idea was actually going on. Six Flags Magic Mountain here down in Los Angeles. They're having a holiday drive-through experience in the park. So you you get a reservation for a certain time, and you can be a little, half hour early or half hour late or whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. They're just sending the cars, through all the time. But the lights and stuff, there's like a million lights inside this thing. It was crazy. Everybody's driving around their cars about 3 miles an hour. This is kind of the route through the park. So you enter in way in the back, and then you just wind all the way around through the entire park. It was just amazing. Then you exit out at the Twisted Colossus coaster and head on out. It took us 30 minutes to go out. I mean, if you tickets are $25 a person, so you just have to, get your tickets and then go drive to the park on the day that you select and time. It was pretty darned amazing. Just playing a little bit of the video that we had. I mean, the lights and everything that were in there were just crazy. Some of the areas are just like, look at the buildings are just like so lit up and dancing and everything else. I mean, and this is like all through the park. We'll jump ahead a little bit. They had some of the rides going that have tons of lights on them, stuff like that. There's also like buildings that are lit up, and then these trees. Some of these trees here are just completely all the way to the top, just lit up. And we get into this spot where there's these giant, Christmas ornaments, just all lit up, everything going on. And there's music playing and everything while you're going, that you roll down your windows and you can hear the music and stuff as you go by. And just, there's, I don't know if probably don't call them cast members there, but employees there, some of them in costume. Some are dancing around, doing things. They're like waving you on to the next spot where you're supposed to go. But just so lit up, just amazing. There's some places there isn't very much, but then soon right after that you get into just another big huge holiday section and a lot of New Year's stuff. For 2021. As I jump through this video that I shot on my phone, and sometimes people will stop. There's somebody dancing right there. As you go through, and then just some little trees and whatever, and then you get to this huge area where it's just all white and red like candy canes and stuff, and there's they got snow blowers, blowing some snow around in different places. Just completely totally worth there were two of us, so it was $50 to go through the thing. Just totally worth it. Just being able to go through, just extending our holiday. This is actually going on and continuing, I think, till the 31st of January. So they're extending it quite a bit. But yeah, if you go to Six Flags Magic Mountain events, then you can pick the holiday in the park and just continue down. I mean, just so many lights here. I just couldn't even believe how much they put up. Everybody's waving and stuff, because it's nice for them, to be able to work and have jobs and get people in there. Here we're coming around to in this big area where there's all these red and white lights. You see there's little reindeer all decorated, and they've got little signs that say 3 miles an hour. And if you roll down your window, they want you to have your face mask on, which if any cast members came up close. So there's people waving in costume and stuff, just all kinds of stuff as you go through here. There's, tigers and stuff set up that are dressed. I mean, just the nice fence. I mean, all this whole fence around here is just amazingly, decorated. As I jump ahead a little bit, and then we get to some other I mean, this is like wintry snow section. They're playing very wintry music. They had all these bears and stuff that are there. Just so much was decorated. We're trying to extend our holidays because we didn't, our typical holiday starts with Nightmare Before Christmas and then continues on to Candlelight Procession at Disneyland and stuff, and then continues on through Christmas, and then we go to the theater to see White Christmas and It's a Wonderful Life and all those things that we didn't get to do this year. So being able to get out and go and do this was just pretty amazing. Just how well it was done. So let's see, we can move up a little bit, and just the number of lights. I mean, I don't know how long it took them to put all this together, but it was just teams and teams of people, I would guess, just going and putting up all these lights at almost every building. I mean, just look at that. Look, I mean, there's like not a tree branch that doesn't have a light on it as you go through this thing. I mean, they're just all the colors and everything. We were just in awe. I'm just going to dig my phone out and see how long this takes. And this video, I mean, there were a couple of small spots where I didn't film because some small parts were a little bit dark, but this video is 24 minutes long. So, and then you see here snow was blowing as they, put snow over everything as you're driving through. And of course, you got to have a duck sitting there dancing and waving at people. I mean, I don't know. They got to have people switch out, but that's just got to be tiring after, 4, 5, 6 hours or something of the duck sitting there waving at you. And then we have a band, stage of people just singing and all kinds of stuff going on. Get down to the towards the end. I mean, there's a steampunk area where there's all this steampunk Christmas stuff, and just people dancing and waving and just having a good time going through here. Let's see if there's some other stuff here as we get towards the end. I mean, this was just, you want to go really slow, but there's cars behind you, and they'll kind of wave you on a little bit. Nobody really, it didn't really back up too much as we went through. But I mean, just look at all those lights, just amazing, extension of Christmas, and the tree over there all sparkling and everything else going on. Just was totally amazing. I'm actually thinking maybe we should do it again. Maybe we should just go again and experience it all again. I mean, look at all that, all those lights set up and everything. So, and then we have the Gleampunk district. That's right. It's not the steampunk district. They're calling it Gleampunk. And, people dancing around there and stuff. And we move ahead a little bit, and we got a lot, more kind of steampunk things. The little snowman here, very steampunked out and stuff. He's very, very cute. And tractor and some other steampunk things. When you get down to the end, as we go out, then they're, having the Christmas in, the Palm Beach Christmas, the beach time Christmas there at the end. But, I mean, just the amount of work that they went through was just completely amazing. To do something, that's so over the top like this. I mean, we started and we didn't know what it was. We had been in the area a few weeks before, and we didn't really think too much of the lights over there. We thought, why are there, there's a few lights over on Magic Mountain. Well, maybe they're just doing maintenance or something and stuff. And then, my wife found this link on Facebook and is like, send it to me. And I immediately just like, yes, we're buying this. We're going, we're doing this. This is holiday. I don't know if they'll ever do it again. I mean, if California doesn't let the parks open for a couple of years, then I'm sure they would do it the next year. But, yeah, just amazing. If this is a kind of timely video. If you have the chance to go and see it and go through it and experience it, because it's really, a half-hour experience just going through the whole thing. Just totally amazing. I would completely go do it. Like I said, I just think we're going to have to go do it again, because it was just completely amazing. And it supports all the people that work at, the theme parks. So, yeah, so cool. Yeah, so if you can get there, so it's Six Flags Magic Mountain Events Holiday in the Park. And then you can go and they sell some things, but I don't know if any of these are, some are available, some are not available. When you go to buy the little extra pieces. None of this we can eat because we're gluten-free, dairy-free, chocolate-free vegetarians that, that have to do these things, but but they do have some other extra little pieces and stuff. But just amazing fun. Take the family, have a good time. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll leave a link in the description below to this page. All right, take care.